So this is definitely a talk that you don't want to miss out on. And to tell us more, we're so delighted to have with us Shawn Kok, Senior Solutions Engineer from Telesign Corporation. Let's welcome him. A big hand, everybody.
Good afternoon. Phone number has been going around for a very long time. Its primary purpose in the old days is to connect people around the world. But in the hyper-connected digital world today, it serves a far more purpose than that. Think of all the apps on your phone. I do not know about you, but I have around 80 apps on my phone. And more than 90% of them have my phone number binded to the account. Think of all the social media app, all the online shopping app, fintech, banking apps. All these will have your phone numbers embedded on your account. Today, I'll be focusing on sharing with you how Telesign unlock trust using phone number insights. And to begin with, I will play a short video as an introduction.
Your customers are at the center of everything you build. You know what they like, what they want, and what they need. But do you know who they are, or who you can trust? Every day, millions of new accounts are created across the digital economy. Most of those signups are from safe, trusted users. But 1 out of 4 of every new account is fake. These are bots and fake users who go undetected and cause financial and reputational harm to your business. From synthetic identities and promotion abuse to fake reviews and platform spam. New account fraud costs businesses billions in revenue every year. But fighting this fraud creates friction. If your onboarding flow is too long or complex, your conversion rates and customer satisfaction will suffer. Telesign's Trust Engine gives you the simplicity you want and the security you need. Layered behind your sign-up form, the Trust Engine instantly assesses the risk, verifies the identity, and authenticates every new user that enters your ecosystem. Our onboarding intelligence draws from more than 15 years of analyzing user and fraud behavior and assesses more than 2,200 digital attributes. An adaptive scoring model delivers explainable reason codes, so you know when and why to allow, block, or flag new users. In just a few milliseconds, you'll know which customers you can trust and who you shouldn't. The Telesign Trust Engine strikes the perfect balance of innovation and mitigation. Visit telesign.com to learn how you can deliver a safe and seamless onboarding experience that your customers will trust from day one.
All right. So, I remember when I was much younger, I grew up in this small village in Malaysia where trust is everywhere. And when I say trust, I mean you can literally go to bed with your doors open. Nobody will enter your house. Nobody will invade your house. Going to grocery store, grabbing stuff, not paying until the end of the month. Why is that so? Trust is there. Everyone trusts each other, and you know each other, and the trust has already been established. However, when it comes to the digital economy today, obviously, you need to have a way to build trust. You're meeting the user virtually. You're seeing them for the very first time. You have no idea who they are, and if they are who they say they are they even a real person or a bot? So, trust is the currency in today's digital currency. In Telesign, we connect you, becoming the bridge between you and your customer, driving engagement, whether you want to send authentication, notification, alert, or reminder. We are there to help you, offering various channels to achieve that. And to protect you from mitigating fraud risk right at the very beginning, safeguarding your online experience as well as your users' online experience. Lastly, we also defend you from fake users and also transaction fraud as the user embark on a journey with you. And that brings us to continuous trust. Ideally, you want to have an infinite loop between you and your end user, whether they are coming on board for the first time, and then you would have multiple engagement with them as well as transaction. And Telesign is there to help you, protect you throughout the journey. Start from the very beginning. During the onboarding stage, We are there to offer fraud protection layers and layers to help mitigate risk right at the beginning, profile the user, making sure that the user you're onboarding are safe and they are not coming in with malicious intent, number one. Number two, as you embark on a journey with them, you would have engagement for the user, whether you're sending them notification, marketing campaign, or alert reminder, or even authentication for transaction. We are there to help you. And of course, think of a scenario where a user has gone dormant for 8-9 months. Suddenly they're coming back, and the first thing they do is to make a significant amount of transaction. You want to be able to make sure that the account integrity is not compromised. They are still the same user the first day you onboard them. The account hasn't been taken over. So we are there to provide you digital insights to make sure that is the case. Here's an example of an onboarding model. Think of a scenario where you have a platform that you operate and you're onboarding this user for the very first time. You're seeing them for the very first time. And in a very typical onboarding fashion, you would be asking them for their name, address, phone number, email. And leveraging on all these different data attributes, we are able to first evaluate the risk associated based on the data attributes. We look at the phone number, we look at the email, as well as if you have IP as well, those are something that we can tap into. So basically, we look at all these data attributes and tell you whether this user is risky, should you trust them, and for what reason. And beyond that, we can also do prove the identification, making sure that they are who they say they are. Well, I can tell you that I'm Shawn, but am I really Shawn? Or I could be someone else. So the way to do it is basically to make sure that using the phone number, we tap into a rich database and to cross-check the name, the address, potentially even ID number and date of birth to make sure that the user that you're onboarding is who they say they are. Lastly, if you have a need to actually authenticate the user, to challenge them, and we also offer solutions to, let's say, SMS OTP through various channels. Those are something that we can do. Once the user is verified and validated, they are safe to come on board and start transacting. Now, all this may seem very complicated and a very lengthy process. In fact, all these are done in the background without the user even realizing anything, and all these are done in a split second. And to do that, I would like to actually do a quick demo to show you how exactly do we do that. So what I'll do now is, firstly, we will run a number, grab some random numbers from the internet, and then I will run through an API and show you what is the risk score if I were to run against this a random number that I grabbed from the internet. So let's say I'll just do a quick Google search for receive SMS online, Singapore. These are all in real time from Google. Let's say, let's just say this one. Okay, so this number, as you can see, so all these numbers are actually present. It's been around for a very long time. Fraudster or even fake users like to use this type of service. It's what we call virtual number. It's perfect solution for those who want to create fake profile, fake accounts. You can literally use this phone number to send or receive SMS directly on the platform without verifying yourself. No ID, no passport, perfect for any fraudsters. So as you can see, this particular phone number ending with 3896 has been used for Google authentication, PIN code, Shopee, let's see what else, Microsoft, Tinder, Amazon, Uber. So many people are using this. It's been used over 31,000 times. So let's go ahead and grab this phone number. And then we are going to put it through our API. So what we will do is we will evaluate the risk associated based on this phone number. Okay. As you can see, this is all done in real time. Transaction has been completed successfully. So, as you can see, the risk level is high. and we recommend you to block them. And the score has actually received 990 out of a possible 1,000, which is a super high risk, and you should definitely block this user. And that is something that we can do. Let's see what happens if I put in my own phone number. So this is my own phone number. Try not to write on toilet. Okay, so this is my phone number. As you can see, the risk level is low and the recommendation is allowed. So 3 out of 1,000. So this is just to give you a quick idea of what we can do. Basically, in real time, if you provide us a phone number, we're able to analyze the traffic against the phone number, analyze the behavior against the phone number, and we do all this data crunching and come up with a risk score for you to decide, to make an informed decision whether to continue to do business with the user. Next, what we can do is, let's see, prove identity. For the sake of today's presentation, I only have the US account set up, but essentially this is still done in real time. This is actually a US phone number where I'm able to prove who is behind this phone number. This phone number actually belongs to one of my colleagues who is living in the US. So let's go ahead and fire. So again, successfully completed in real time. And let's see. You can see that we have the name, we have the address, and we have the date of birth. So this should be more than good enough, in many cases, help you prove that some eKYC, basically, to prove that the user is who they say they are. If they give you a different name during the onboarding sign-up, it could be a sign of risk, and you might want to consider doing a step-up verification. And last but not least, let's go ahead and do a quick send an SMS OTP to authenticate me. So I'm going to send a quick SMS authentication to my phone number. Again, 83882272. On my phone, I should receive it anytime. There you go, I have it. Yep, so I got the OTP code with me right now. So all these are done in real time, and I hope you enjoy. This is all that we have. And if you have any questions, feel free to visit booth 66. We are just right behind the stage here. Thank you, everyone.